especially like rice is a good one. Rice is something that, white rice, if I eat rice the next morning, I can be assured that my weight is going to be up. And how does that work? I don't know exactly how it works, but I know it does. Eat Chinese, see what your weight is the next day. It's the worst, without a doubt. But I want you to really try, don't despair if the scale isn't good every time. I don't think I ever want to do this again because it just breaks my heart to be standing there and we're all so afraid. It's like, oh, I just want everybody to do so good. You have to look at the big picture. You really do. This is about changing our lives for the better. So please try to keep that in mind. It's about adopting a healthier lifestyle. I asked the other groups, did anybody watch Dr. Oz 2 days ago with the book Fat, Salt, and Sugar? I felt like, hallelujah. There's a book out that I'm hoping I can pick up and start reading on Sunday or even Saturday night. It just came out, and the investigator who wrote this book came up with some really fascinating things that I've known are true for a long time, and it absolutely 100% supports what we're trying to do here. Our focus from the beginning has been to try to get your snacks and your meals to be at least 50% plant food based, preferably whole, as much whole as you can get. Canned is never going to be as good. We know that because anytime you add heat to anything, you are going to lose some of the nutritional value because the enzymes break down. So trying to purchase, and I'm suggesting Aldi's because I can't get over the things. When I learned that Aldi's was a part of the, what's the neat place in Trader Joe's. It is an outlet of Trader Joe's. When I found that out, I was like, I would never go to Aldi's. I thought, no, it's just junk. I'm not going in there. Trader Joe's is a great store, and they have got a great buying power. So Aldi's is a good choice. Their fruits and vegetables, the prices are unbelievable. They're fit and active products that so far what I've seen and what I've tried are great. The price comparison, huge. Grapefruits, oranges, apples. Apples are way, and I've compared it to Walmart. So if you want to get some fresh produce, you still have to wash it. I'd love to say go organic. I would love that, but it's very expensive. So make sure you wash your fruit and vegetables. But try to get those things into your diet. I've talked a little bit about celery. Celery is a great choice. Next week we're going to have, what's the bean called? Hummus. We're going to have hummus with celery and carrots. Very, very good choice. Hummus is a little pricey when it comes to calories, a little higher in calories, but it still is a great alternative, filled with soluble fiber and all sorts of good things. So we're going to talk about beans next week. This week I chose the avocado, the guacamole, and salsa. If you follow the salsa recipe that I have on, that you'll be getting this week, salsa is so easy, you can throw whatever in. What I showed our other group, and I didn't show this morning's group, and you'll see this on the video, this is, I gotta go back one step real quick. Back to water. Water, drinking water is very important. I never, ever, ever drink enough water. And having a choice like what we have here is that sun tea, and that sun tea is very good because it's filled with antioxidants, and there's nothing artificial or detrimental to your bodies in that, so it's a great alternative to give you something to drink. If that encourages you to drink more, it's one way to get me to drink more. So that's why we chose that. And the healthy fats in the avocado, eat avocados, they do not get you fat. I promise you that. That healthy fat, when we eat things like avocados, our bodies know what to do with that. It knows how to utilize that fat for our brain, that fat for our tissues. So it isn't like taking a McDonald's cheeseburger that has fat in it. That type of fat has to be treated entirely differently. When you get the real monounsaturated fatty acids that are in avocado, excellent choice. Higher calorically, but it will satisfy you and your body will utilize those calories. If you can get yourself eating more foods that are back to basics, whole foods, our bodies know what to do with them. You can even overeat good food, no ifs, ands, or buts. It's still about calories when you're trying to lose weight. But the way you process those calories is entirely different when you eat healthier choices. This you'll see in the video, this is what I make the salsa with. I use this pretty much every weekend. I cook on Sundays. The medallion chopper, you have to order them online now. And they're $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Then as soon as you buy one, they'll say, how about buy 2 and get 1 free? I'll get you into that trick thing. I did that at Christmas time and bought 5 of them. But, and just big shipping and handling. This is the coolest tool, I kid you not. You get two blades with this, and this is how I made a vegetable soup. You'll be getting that recipe. Someone asked if you guys want to start sharing recipes, because someone has offered to put it all together for us. So if you come up with something fun that's low calorie and is healthy, please share it, because we'll put this all together, and then we all have some healthy ideas. So this grate just goes in here. The thing that it cuts so well is tomatoes. So you cut your tomato in half. You have to have something about the size to fit on these blades. And then you put the tomato cut size down. It cuts potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, onions, you name it. And all you do is push this down, and boom, it cuts it into pieces. And then for the salsa, I cut up a bunch of tomatoes and I put in some onion and some garlic and some cilantro, and then just dumped it in the bowl and mix it up. I mean, literally in 5 minutes you can have something like that. So this is a really fun product, but again, you have to, the Chop Wizard has to be bought online. They used to carry it at Target, and they don't anymore. So next on the agenda, we talked a little bit about the drink that we have. I want to talk to you, we now have available, and we'll have to figure out how to do this. If any of you are interested in the stevia sweetener, that's what we used in the tea. We have it up in our gift shop, but Laura, what time does the gift
9
shop?
to 4,
9
Monday
to
through
4.
Friday, yeah.
So we may have to, if any of you are interested, we have a whole bunch of different flavors of it, and it's so good. We may have to have you, it's $13 plus tax, and I just want to tell you a little bit about this, because it's part of what we're talking about here. It comes in containers like this. We have peach, blueberry, there may be a little bit of root beer left. We tried root beer the first week. There's black cherry, which I can't wait to try. But using this sweetener, and I'm not pushing products by any stretch of imagination, I'm trying to find things that can take the place of something sweet. If you have that sweet craving, using plain yogurt and using these drops in plain yogurt, it's awesome. Using it in different drinks. We came up with a bunch of cream cheese, making spreads with low-fat cream cheese. It's a very pure product, and this, I'm just going to pass this around. This is the one that I had, I've been using since October. A couple drops go such a long way, and the reason I'm promoting it is because there is nothing artificial in this. It is like an essential oil that is being used to flavor it, a pure extracted oil. The sweetener itself, to show you the difference between how they're getting that sweetener for so little, is this I purchased at the same time that I was at the seminar. And I'm guessing, I think I paid $24. I can find out that price because I have to call this person again. I have a couple more questions for him. He works out of Green Bay, and he's just started this company up. And he was working with Patrick Flynn, who was a very renowned chiropractor in Green Bay. And he's the one that put on this workshop. But this amount of stevia, this is the pure stuff. Okay, this is the pure extract in a powder form. You can make your own liquid form. We have the liquid without flavors in the gift shop also. This is 24 pounds of sugar right here. This is the sweetening power of that much sugar. And the reason I brought this along to show you, it's a very, very concentrated form. I tried using it in coffee. I haven't got to play with it enough yet or had the time to. But I just used a little tiny tip of a stir stick and then got it wet and then put it in my coffee, and that was plenty sweet. So this will last forever. The difference that I wanted to show you that he pointed out to me, in a perfect world, we'd all have this available, and we can get this. I will give you the website. I'll pass that along this week. You can order it, but I ordered 50 containers of it, so we got a discount price on it. I don't anticipate any of us ordering that much. But the difference that he explained to me is this is the one that is available now at Pick and Save, at Festival, and at Walmart. This is about $7.50-ish. This is what I use at home before I got this product here. The difference is what you're going to get when you buy other things, including, it's about convenience. And I'm still going to use this. I pay a premium for these little packets. but you know what, I can keep this in my desk. It's handy. So sometimes you're gonna pay more for things if it's handy. I think these drops are the easiest thing there is. You can take that anywhere with you. Given the choice of the drops over this, I'll take it any day because a lot of filler is used in here. Not dangerous to your health, don't get me wrong on that, but if you look at this full pack of stuff, how could I possibly have that little tiny bit and have all that sweetener when it takes this much to make that much sweetener? And that was a point that he, and of course that's a good sales pitch on his part, I get it, it makes good sense. But if anybody, what I'm trying to share with you, one of my biggest focuses is to share with you ideas. I don't want to just come and say, okay, you got to eat healthier now and quit drinking soda, no alcohol. I want you to have alternatives. And that's why don't think that we're trying to push products and get you to buy stuff, because that's not what it's about at all. But it's just a nice option that if I say, okay, go buy yourself avocados, well, where do I get avocados? Well, you can get a bag of them for $3 something, and when you buy an avocado, if it's green, put it into a brown paper bag and it will ripen much quicker. And then, one thing that people don't know about avocados, and I've learned because I kept buying them by the bags, and then they would get soft. When you can push your thumb in, that's when they're ripe. If you try to cut an avocado and it's not ripe, it's pulpy, it's like a banana, it's like a green banana. So it doesn't, the sugars haven't released, and it doesn't have the consistency that you want to use when you're using it for either making a avocado butter, which is really good, or guacamole. So once it gets to that softness, then put them in the refrigerator, and they'll stay for weeks. You can buy a bag of avocados, plus it's a better price. I want to say at Aldi's it's like $3 something for 6 avocados. They have the same thing at Walmart too. I'm not sure about Pick and Save, but if you buy them in the bags and then refrigerate them, they'll keep much longer. Fabulous on a salad. So I'm just trying to share ideas, and if you guys get ideas and stuff, please share that with us so that we all can learn.
Mary
And
Jo?
next, we have
Sweeteners?
Mary Jo.
What flavor did you use in the tea?
Peach and lemon. And that's passion tea, that's the passion, passion fruit tea. I love that. That's a tazo. I say tazo, it's probably, I'm probably saying it wrong. Tazo, tomato. You again will get what you pay for. Lipton tea is fine. Tea is all pretty darn good. But you will get a much nicer flavored tea when you spend a little more for the tea. So I always think that's worth it to me. Different sweeteners. The agave, this is organic dark agave. Agave is a cactus. And from the center of the cactus they extract this. There's a certain amount of processing. You're going to pay for more processing, you're going to pay a lesser price. So this I've had for, oh gosh, I don't know, I want to guess 2 years. What I like about agave is, number one, it has antioxidants because it comes from a plant. When I want to use a sweetener, like the stevia, there I don't get any calories. I will get calories with other sweeteners. Sugar, you will get calories, and you get nothing but calories. If you can get sweet calories and then have something, some sort of antioxidant because it comes from a plant, it's going to then go into our bodies and we can utilize it. It will help our bodies. Sugar does not help our bodies. It does nothing but, it's like an alcohol calorie. And I want to joke where I would say, but alcohol is a lot more fun. But those calories have, sugar has no use to our body except for it to be stored. That's it. When you have agave as a sweetener, and what I like about this is I can put it in iced tea and it doesn't solidify. And I've told other groups too, it makes really good margaritas. It's a good sweetener, it's a good wholesome sweetener, as is maple syrup. Another, like in teas and in different things, but this is maple syrup off the shelf, and it's probably okay. I would want to go to a farmer's market and get maple syrup. The more it's on the shelf, the more it's going to be processed, the less good it is. That's the rule of thumb. We have to pick and choose what we can spend, but I have gotten to the point where I really believe that I will spend more, even though I'm feeding teenage boys and all that good stuff. When you buy your bag of Popeye cereal this big and you feed it to the kids because I can get 50 servings out of it, there's no nutrition there. And this thing that was on Dr. Oz, this whole thing about the food industry, we have been duped, so duped over the last, oh gosh, I don't know, I want to say 50 years since they it's over 50 years since they started processing. There are so many things being done now to our foods. Most of our food is being prepared in a laboratory. And they have come up with a perfect blend, and they have a name for it, that I will be using from now on, but I don't remember it right now, when I read this book. They found the perfect blend of sweetener, of sugar, salt, and fat. When you have those cravings and you can't stop eating, it's a plan. It is planned. They showed the brains of a cocaine addict who volunteered for this. They did the brain, when you do whatever testing you do for that. And it showed this brain while this addict was looking at a sunset. And there's bright blue and yellow and red in the center of the brain while he's looking at the sunset. Then they showed the brain when the cocaine addict was looking at someone doing a line of coke. And all the color went out because it was a dopamine release. It was like, oh my gosh, that's what I want. They did the exact same thing with a person who is a confessed junk food junkie, very obese, lives on fast processed foods. They showed the sunset, same brain. They showed a big cheeseburger with a bite out of it, same exact response. It's real. It is going on up here. It's up, in many cases, out of our control at times. The less you get away from processed foods, the less that reaction will be. So they asked in 1999, the big CEOs of all these big food companies were asked to get together for a conference. Please help us get people healthier by putting the dollar aside. It's all about money, all about getting us to consume more. So they asked them to cooperate and please let's quit putting so much of the additives in the foods. Not one CEO did it. It's all about the almighty dollar. So now we've watched the obesity go like this and like this since the 80s when all the sugar, SnackWells, do we remember SnackWells? That's when it all started, it was in the 80s. When we were told that to have, get rid of the fat, get rid of the fat. Fat is good for us. We need fat in our bodies. We need all types. We need saturated, unsaturated, and polyunsaturated fats. Everything to take the good out is replaced with fat, salt, and sugar. Read your food labels. Trans fats. Zero trans fats, don't believe it. Read further down because it'll say somewhere possibly hydrogenated whatever. We're going to talk more about fats next week. The last of the sweeteners is honey. And this again is the honey bear from a shelf in the grocery store. Much more processed than going to the farmer's market or driving past the farm and seeing honey. Go buy that there. That's the good stuff. Unpasteurized honey is even better, but then we're turning over a whole new thing. We're not even going to go there. The point is, if you have allergies especially, if you are able to have honey on a daily basis from your area, it works as your medication, as an allergy medication, because the bees are picking up the pollen from the tree, from the bushes and the whatever, the flowers that are making us sneeze. So you're getting little doses of it, and it works in that way. Another antioxidant, very, very healthier choice. Calories, yes, but a little honey gives a lot of sweetening. So I just want you to have other options to use.
There's a honey farm in Oak Center.
Oh, there is.
Dirt cheap.
Really? See,
Half
that's
a
fun.
gallon for about $6 or $7.
Oh my gosh.
It is dirt cheap.
Well,
Where
I'll be
is
going
this?
Oak
Oak
Center.
Center.
Does he
Right
have a
back
sign
in
out?
It's, I don't know. Usually my neighbor goes and I buy the glass
We'll
jars.
make that
You
your
take the glass
homework.
jars back and they'll give you $2 or $3 off.
There
It's
you go.
cheap.
And it's such a good, now we know babies, we can't be doing that because there's a chance of botulism and different things like that, but just a better choice. Your homework, who's doing their exercise homework? I'm gonna have to start giving a little prize for you guys to bring your logs in for me because I wanna see what you're doing. You gotta trust me, that reflection is going to show. Did you eat good and did you exercise a little more? Today we are putting onto your little list of fun exercises. Next week is tummy stuff. This week is truly my favorites, lunges and squats. It's a love-hate relationship. They are so good, lunges and squats, and we're doing good, right? Nope, I'm not doing good. Nope, I gotta hurry up. Lunges and squats. You have to understand two things. When you're doing lunges and squats, this hurts. This is a typical, when I see someone starting off with a lunge or a squat, this is what a squat looks like. When you go like this and you push your knees forward because you're not strong enough through your butt and through your hips, it's very normal to go like this. A squat should look like this. I want my butt to do the work. I'm looking for the chair behind me. I used to tell the girls in class years ago, Walmart toilet. Think about the Walmart toilet. Visual, think about it. Get it? And it makes sense. Okay, so here my knees are held back. If I'm not strong enough and I can only go this far, this is 100% better than doing a big one like this. So practice, use a chair. We use a chair in our class. Give me one more minute. The chair, we do chair squats all the time, and I have 80 plus, 85 and older doing squats because they use the chair. They get to start here, they do a little test, then they get to come out a little further. And my class are going like this. They are doing chair squats like this, and they're holding their knees back. A fabulous exercise, works your heart like crazy, gets the big muscles working, burns more calories. Well, I'll be showing you things to be doing in the gym, always in a staggered stance or in a squat to get these big muscles working together with you to burn more calories. A lunge looks like this, bending both knees. Again, I'm holding my knee back. This hurts. That's a shear force against the knee. So if you can only do a lunge this far, that's okay. If you can go all the way down to that nasty 90, God bless you. If that still bothers your knees, even in a small little position like this, step backwards. It takes the force off the knees. Or do a wall squat. You have the pictures there. 10 squats, 4 times, 1 mile, 4 times, and 10 push-ups, 4 times. Next week will be tummy stuff. Questions?
Can you drink too much water?
Yes. Yes, I started on that before. Yes, you can. If you drink too much water, and I'm thinking like, you're supposed to multiply your weight times, is it 0.2 or 0.8? That's got to be on my homework list to figure out how many. The 8 glasses of water a day, if you're eating a diet rich in plant foods, you're getting water from your plant foods. So you should drink water as soon as you get up in the morning. You can flush your electrolytes out by drinking too much water. There's a thing, it's almost like drowning. You flush everything out, and so yes, you can drink too much water. So I would keep it, I wish I drank more, but I just can't get myself to do it. I would say the first thing you do in the morning, if you can do that, the lukewarm, heat it up just a little bit, lemon water, first thing you have in the morning, excellent cleanse, and then drink a big glass of water before you have coffee, before you have anything else. It's a very, very good rule. But yeah, gallon of water a day, I think that's too much. Plus you can hold out that water too.
When you're doing those squats, is it
Yep.
just going back, or is it like a slow hold and come back up?
It's just as much fun as you want to play with. It is in class.
Yeah, however.
Laura and I can.
Oh my
There's
God.
others. I think Pat was there too. And, oh,
The prisoner
really
squats?
This is 6 squats. I love just the touch. Okay? And what we did last week was to the touch, we added a jumping plyometric. No, wait, we could barely sit. It hurt so much the next day. The next 4 days.
4 days it was.
So,
Yeah.
it's still kind of hurt me when I'm doing it right now. But the point is, it's all variety. Here's a beautiful squat like this. Here's an even more beautiful squat. Yeah. So it's all variety. It's all different muscle fibers. When you're working weights, changing your hand, different muscle fibers. It mixes up the exercise. And that got my heart rate up, just those couple little ones like that. That's what it's supposed to do. Okay? So you're all going to go practice your squats and lunges. Next week we're going to talk about tummy. I will be doing something with you that I want to get together, and I want to show you some things on a stability ball, so we need a little time. So maybe I'll make that next week a big portion of what we do, make it really based on tummy, because you got to understand, tummy's not just doing crunchies. There's a lot of stuff that has to do for that. Okay? Thank you so much. Good luck, please. And I've been having people email me with questions. I really, truly will do my very best to always answer them, because I don't want you getting frustrated saying, the heck with this, I don't want